Hello everybody and welcome to another video. This one is very often my favorite one to film, and that's because I actually really enjoy going through my wardrobe and trying to understand what was it that I purchased throughout the year that I thought maybe was not the best purchase. I mean, as a professional doctor of shopping, self-proclaimed, of course, I feel like I do very few mistakes when it comes to shopping. And honestly, I probably shouldn't be proud of this, but it's a skill. I actually, over the many years of different buying habits, I found like a perfect way to shop. I think I'm pretty good at it right now. And honestly, I don't like to kind of say too many things like I'm good at this, I'm good at that. I'm not really good at many things, but shopping, I think we got there. Now, I decided to film a solely video about the purchases that I regret buying. This is the first time I'm ever doing a video like this because I mainly do videos where I mix positives and negatives. So I would do, for example, best and worst purchases of 2019. I think that's what I've done last time. And the reason why is because I made so many great purchases in 2020. This year was really a massive crossroads year for me. As you guys know, I've relocated, I moved countries, and I've done so many different things. I fell in love, I changed my life 180 degrees. Okay guys, I apologize if the frame has changed. We ran out of everything, so I had to continue, but since I was already blabbing so much at the beginning, I'm not gonna start all over. The point is that this year was very different year for me, and I have made a lot of purchases this year, even some really big ones. It was a very different year, but at the same time, just because it was a different year, some of the purchases that normally I would find to be incredible, I have listed as kind of not the best. And I would love to film a separate video with my best purchases of the whole entire year, which will have so many items from various categories, going from home to fashion, footwear, bags, I don't know, books, everything. If you would like to see that, I will be so happy to film it. So leave a comment below letting me know. I'm gonna start straight away talking to you about my worst purchases of 2020. If you guys have been following me for a while now, you probably know that actually mostly in the worst purchases, I tend to have a lot of footwear, shoes in general, because I like to buy shoes and I buy a lot of shoes. The first shoes did come as a surprise, and they're from one of my absolute favorite brands, Chanel. I mean, can you tell? I love the brand. This brand is something that I'm very excited about, and in fact I'm preparing a video for you that is coming very soon about the new collection. I'm also preparing a video which I promised about the bags that you shouldn't buy right now, so there's a lot coming basically. But the shoes that I regret buying are these classic mules, and the reason why I bought these is because they were on 50% off, they were on sale, and I have seen them before. I think they are beautiful shoes. Now, mine are in size 39.5. They have this pearl with the logo at the back of the heel, you see, never worn. And in the front, they have nude leather with a bit of a canvas toe cap. Now, I think these shoes are classic. They're not beautiful, they're not ugly. They're like a classic shoes that you can wear with easy looks. If the fashion weeks would have happened, this would have been easy to pack in the suitcase and kind of know that I will have them, around. But honestly, I don't think these shoes are very me. I think they're a little bit old. The only reason why I bought them is because classics never really go on sale, so I felt a bit of a pressure. And honestly, I never normally feel shopping pressure. I buy only what I like. I buy things when they're on pre-order because I know exactly what I'm gonna want throughout the season. And the truth is that that's also a reason why I always manage to get the things that are always sold out or out of stock, or things that are hard to find. I always get them because I always tend to buy them very early in the season. So I was hoping that this year will be different, and it was not. So yeah. In general, this year I learned one big lesson, and that is when I shop on sales, I shop the worst. I tend to buy stuff I don't need, and I learned that in June. So what I now do is before the sale start, I try to write a list of everything that I want to buy, and then anything else that I see and I'm like, oh, maybe I could add that as well, it's like 70% off. I ask myself 5 times, do I really want it and do I really need it? And most of the times I don't really. I'm just buying it because it's on sale, and that's never a good thing. Talking about sales, next thing, absolutely love. Next piece is a classic, stunning piece that I will love and cherish forever. But why I bought it this year is the question. It's an incredible piece. Like, truly stunning. I've actually worn it in my reels before. I'll insert a little clip so you can see what the look is like when you wear it all together. I think that this year I bought probably close to 30 Saint Laurent ready-to-wear pieces, and like, that's not normal, but Saint Laurent is one of my top 5 brands. So if you consider that it's my favorite brand and that I buy so much from it, it's only logical that there will be pieces that I'm like, why did I buy this right now? So the velvet blazer, the tux, it's also like an incredible piece, but it's too elegant. And the reason why I regret it, I don't regret it, and I would buy it again. Unlike these shoes, this I would buy again. But the reason why it's in this video is because I've never worn it. And this is not how I planned it to be. So I love you, I will wear you, I promise. I just need to find a special occasion for you. So yeah. Next item, or everything else that I have to show you basically, is very freaking sparkly. Last week I bought another pair of sparkly shoes. So I haven't learned anything. Maybe after this video I will learn something. But I sent a picture to my friend Sandra and she said, oh, is this to wear to all of your events that you're attending? And I mean, it was not funny, but it was kind of sad funny. I have this dress, I really love it. It's from Balmain and I think it's beautiful. If you look at it, it's kind of like a structured mini sleeveless dress, and guess what? I wore it for like few reels. I think I've worn it for something, but clearly never really outside because the tag is still here. This dress is beautiful, but it's been sitting in my wardrobe for 6 months and I have not worn it once outside, which is very worrying and very stupid. And in 2020, it was a tough year, a year that affected everybody in many, many different ways. So I think that it was not a year that you should be buying things that you will wear in the future. It was a year that, you only need to buy essentials and necessities. So for me, this dress, as much as I love it, it was not an amazing purchase. And I'm very sorry for that. I wish it all was different, but it wasn't, so that's it. I have a pair of Amina Muaddi heels here. I actually have 2 pairs that I would like to present you as my worst purchases. However, the second pair was so bad that it's actually back in England, and it's such a pity that I got that pair. That's actually a bad pair, and I'll insert a picture here of the pair. So it's a pair of sandals that I really loved when I saw them, and I thought I was gonna wear them so much. And then the first night out, when we were gonna go to Lulu's for a date night, I wore this in stunning Monk de Boutron dress that I wore so much throughout 2020. It's one of the best purchases with those Amina Muaddis. And I literally just stepped out of the building. So it was like a 5-minute walk from my house to Louvre, and I was like, okay, we'll just walk there. Stepped out of the building, and the sling back kept dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping, and I made 5 steps and I was like, okay, I need to go back and change my shoes. And I put on the other Amina Muaddi Gildas, which I absolutely love, but the sling backs I like shipped to England, and I was like, goodbye, arrivederci. Sadly, I could not return them because I have worn them outside like for those 5 steps. So I mean, I didn't even try, I didn't even ask, but they were really like not good. And that's something that doesn't happen to me a lot. Like, I don't tend to buy stuff that is not good. I tend to regret purchases because I don't wear them or I don't use them, but not because they're bad. So those are very different, reasons. But another pair that I have here, well, they have a label, Gilda Mule Unicorn. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shoes. Love them. All of my other Amina Muaddi shoes, and I will insert pictures here of me wearing them. I love them. I love the heel. I think they're amazing. I got like 2 more pairs in the last 2 months because I think they're wonderful. Even though I have nowhere to wear heels, I still love them, and I managed to somehow do something, like every now and then. But honestly, these I have not worn once. They still have like a tag at the bottom, They're in size 40, and I'm very sad that I haven't worn them, and I think I will wear them when the time comes. Okay, another knit that you guys will remember me buying, and I was like, should I keep it? Should I not? I have plenty of knits in this color. And you guys were like, keep it, we love it, it looks amazing on you. And I love this knit. It's a Jacquemus crop knit with a heavy collar, but look, it's still with tags. And that's what I judge a bad purchase by. Like, if it still has tags, no bueno, you know? So I think that I haven't worn this because it's very cropped. And where do you wear a cropped knit? If I want to wear a knit, I wear like a baggy, chunky, long, comfortable, incredible knit that is not going to be cropped, because I mean my track pants are not cropped. They are not, they're not like high-waist trousers, paperback, and then you wear it with this, or any kind of high-waist trousers. They're just the normal standard things. So very sad, because I actually really like this. But yeah, I think I will give it a go when spring hits. A pair of shoes that is not sparkly. And to be honest, like pretty much all the shoes that I have here with me are 2020 purchases. Or not all, but most of them. So I will show you how many shoes I have here with me. And considering how many I do have, it's not like the whole year was a catastrophe, but still. I ended up getting these Bottegas. I'm sure you guys remember it. I think I unboxed it. Maybe not on YouTube, but for sure on my stories. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I think you should change that now, because on my Instagram you usually find out things the fast, whatever's going on, and I put a lot of effort in my reels, so hopefully you will like seeing them. I think they look amazing. Like, look at this leather, like woving, like how they're made. This is incredible. And I didn't buy these because they're a trend. I know these are like the shoes that you're probably gonna hate. Like, probably 80% of people are gonna hate these shoes. For me, I think they're amazing because they're a piece of art. Like, just to make this is, like a serious thing. I obviously love the square toe. I love Bottega, and I have worn them, I think 2 or 3 times, but there was an idea behind them. And the idea was that I will wear them at Fashion Week in September. That's what I thought in June. I also realized that there are some pieces in my collection that I tend to buy because they are kind of Fashion Week purposes. Because, to be honest, not because I have like a different style during Fashion Week or like a different personality or anything like that, that would be a bit, but because I have different events to attend. So I wouldn't necessarily wear these to go book shopping with Xenia, or whatever, but I would wear these to a very cool cocktail event during Fashion Week, or to kind of like a fashion show, or to a different type of event where I want to wear something more fashion forward, and when I want to play a little bit more with my outfits. So with the same idea, this year I bought many cocktail dresses, which I suppose are just sitting predominantly in my house in Brighton, and they're so beautiful. Like, 2 that I absolutely love that I have shown in my whole of the dress collection video from Magda Buttram. One which is called the Belgrade dress, which first of all is called Belgrade, so of course I had to get it. But second of all, because it's one of the most beautiful dresses that I have ever seen in my life, has never actually seen the light of the day. The other one called Trini, love it, but also was supposed to be my Fashion Week dress, something that I wear to a cocktail. And honestly, guys, between February and September, I often do collect pieces that will be useful for me for Fashion Week, like, I don't know, bucket hats, colorful sunglasses, and cocktail dresses, because all of a sudden, before you know it, it's September and you need all of these things to kind of follow with your work stuff. September came, there was no Fashion Week. Look at this, February came, probably there's no Fashion Week. Last year this time, January, right now I was at a Fashion Week event. And I started Fashion Weeks last year on the 16th or 17th of January, and I finished them on 2nd of March. So, it's very, very busy a month, but it's completely changed. Everything's changed. And because of that, my habits in shopping haven't really changed that much, because I'm still kind of buying how I used to buy for the lifestyle I used to have, but I need to understand that actually I need to swap sparkly dresses with tracksuits, and sadly I have another sparkly dress to show you which I absolutely love, and I promise I will wear it, but I just haven't had an occasion, and I actually wanted to wear it the New Year's Eve, but then I realized how much I dislike wearing cleavage. And this is a beautiful Saint Laurent sparkly dress that I got also sort of around June time. Look how stunning. I love it. Every time I wear it, I feel amazing. I wore it in reels as well before. I've just never worn it out because, tell you the truth, I do not feel comfortable wearing a cleavage till here. And I never have. I've never worn like a really deep V-neck because for me, I'm always thinking, first of all, I slouch, so you can imagine that the cleavage is gonna move. Second of all, I don't feel like that's my personality. For me, sexy outfits are completely different to the V-neck, and I'm not very classic or traditional when it comes, or modest when it comes to dressing at all, but there are different kind of ways of dressing that I like. Let's just hope that after this whole pandemic situation is over, now people are getting vaccinated, things are, you know, starting to look up, or are they? I don't know. Let's just hope that then when it's all over, we're all gonna want to go out, gonna want to travel, go out, party like in the 20s, in the sparkly dresses, and celebrate life. The dress is ready. For the moment, yes, I regret getting it in 2020, but if you look at the bigger picture, it will be amazing. And the last piece of sparkle, they're so stunning that my heart aches that I have to put them in this category, but I did kind of know that that was gonna happen. Look how beautiful. These Mac and Mac shoes. It's a beautiful brand that does like the most sparkly shoes you can imagine, and I really love them. First of all, they're not made to be comfortable at all, unlike everything else, like unlike my Amina, unlike Bottega. This is so freaking uncomfortable. It's basically like a wooden shoe, especially in the front here, and I understand why that is. It's because, you know, you cannot stretch this. So I was very lucky that I got a size up, and I think they're stunning, and I did not want to return them. First of all, I bought them and I told my friend Sandra, I'm just gonna buy them and then I'm gonna return them because for sure I'm not even gonna like them that much. The moment I unpacked them, I was like, I want to put them on now. They're so beautiful. But every time I put them on, I'm like, oh, not comfortable, huh? To be honest, I don't understand. I think all the designers should just make shoes that are comfortable. This is just not on. And yes, by the way, on the bottom, I'm wearing Arcade cashmere pants. These are the shoes. Never worn them because where would I wear them to the grocery store? I don't know. I love them. I think this is so stunning, especially now that I'm tanned. I love being tanned. They look so pretty, like around here, you know, where the like sparkle bits are on the tan. But really, Tamara, did you need them? Sometimes in life you just have to be like a bit more rational, my dad would say. I guess the rationality hit everybody else in my family, and that's okay, you know. Not everybody has to be the same. It's all about being a little bit different and being proud of it, even that different is not great. And that is it. That is it with my purchases that I regret buying. I brought something else here and I'm like, Tamara, why did you bring this here? The YSL triangle bag, which is like the most epic thing ever that you have and that I'm so happy that I have, even though it fits nothing. Read between the lines. It fits nothing, but it's a beautiful classic, more of a special piece of the French maison. I think it's so stunning. Wore it 0 times, but I mean, I wore it for a few Instagram pictures, reels, etc. You know, like this is so beautiful. I would never sell this or get rid of it because I love it. And if you could ever get hold of a piece like this from Saint Laurent or like a tuxedo clutch or something like that, you should get it, even if it's 2020 and you have nowhere to go, because trust me, after the pandemic is over, after the lockdowns, quarantines, and all the sad times are over, we're going to have good time and we're going to go out and wear our YSL bags that are special. Here were my bad purchases, or not so smart purchases of 2020. I still will keep them all, besides maybe the Chanel shoes. But I wanted to say, hope that you're smarter than me and that you don't make any mistakes when it comes to shopping. Do subscribe if you like this video, and if you would like me to do my best purchases of 2020, I would be so happy to do that video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye guys!